Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for joining Cooper's Thai Adventure live stream. Yes, I'm in a very happy mood. We've got fantastic news just came out today. DTV visa, known as the Digital Nomads Visa or Destination Thailand Visa, is now open. And we're going to break through all the details on how you get it, what the rules are in regarding it, what the criteria is to get it, who can get it, how you get it, where you get it. In today's show, we have all the latest breaking details. And boy, everybody was wrong in YouTube world all about this new DT visa. Before we do, welcome back, Mr. Brooke Schneider. Thank you for coming back on the show. He's now back from his vacation in the land of Oz. How was your trip, by the way?
It was nice. Yeah, I saw the family, and it's a couple years since we had met last, and yeah, it was cold there, though. I'll tell you, it was not. It's the coldest July I've been there.
Well,
and, when you're used to this type of weather, and you get up in the morning, and I was breathing, and Jackie says, "What's that?" She had never seen exhaust coming out of people. It was that cold. So
yeah. Wow. I bet you missed the heat over in Thailand.
Then, and it's expensive over there, I'll tell you.
We'll go into that a bit later. Right. Now, let's start off the show with the DTV visa. So it's been announced. And another famous YouTuber here in Thailand, Chris, he put it out on his channel, and he did an interview with the assistant director, the deputy director of what was it? Was he his exact title? Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Okay, I didn't.
And anyways, he broke it down and told it exactly like it is. And this Ministry of Foreign Affairs, fantastic, and all the news that he put out on it. So I'll go over what he's exactly said and what's happening, how you get it, and what the process is. So the way it's working now, the DTV visa, you can get it now. It's available. It's opened. They wanted to get the 60-day entry stamp started first, and then the DTV visa after. So how it works is this. If you want a digital nomad visa, you can only apply for it outside of Thailand.
Outside the country.
Outside the country. So you need to apply for it through your Thai consulate or embassy where you live. Okay. So you go there to apply for it. All right. The fee for applying for it is 10,000 Thai baht.
That's $200.
That's the fee. And you get the 5-year visa on your passport. Okay. Now, what are the requirements? Okay. The requirement is you must have 500,000 Thai baht in a bank account. Not required to be in Thailand.
Well, that's good news.
So you can have it in your home bank account or any bank account worldwide. You just need to show statements to the Thai embassy or the Thai consulate that you have those funds.
And investments would cover that. So
correct.
Typically.
So investments can cover it if you're in the stocks or bonds or anything
like
that.
$15,000.
Yeah, it's about 15,000 US, just under 15,000.
Yep.
14,000 something at today's exchange rate. So you just have to show you have that amount in savings. Then what you have to show is you got 3 options to get the DTV visa. One is the digital nomad. Okay. You can be employed by a company. You work online. You need to show proof of employment.
In your own country.
In your own country. Okay. Or maybe you work for a foreign country company.
Sure. Doesn't have to be a Thai company.
Any online company that you work for. Now, the question was raised, well, what if you work for yourself? That you do digital content, i.e. YouTuber. You're a YouTuber.
Right.
And you want to stay in Thailand, on the DTV visa.
Right.
Can you do that? Yes.
Wow.
Yes, you can. All you have to do is have prints out of your portfolio. So a YouTuber on their channel, they have what's known as AdSense. And AdSense tells you exactly how much you've earned on your channel. And on there, you can just print that out each month. It gives you a statement of how much YouTube pays you per month. You can print that out and take that as well. So that shows that you proof that you're working, you're earning something, you're self-sufficient, you can support yourself while you're here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that's Avenue A. Okay. Avenue B for the DTV visa is if you want to come over here and study. Say you wanted to learn Muay Thai, say you wanted to learn Thai cuisine, you wanted to learn how to speak Thai. What you were then required to do to get the DTV visa is same like the education visa. You have to show proof that you're enrolled in a course over here in Thailand. Okay.
Right.
So you get the school to give you a letter. You can sign up online to a lot of these schools. They'll issue a letter. You give that to the immigration department at the Thai embassy or consulate. And that is proof of that you're coming here to study. Okay. The third part of the DTV visa is you can bring your family and your children, and they're covered on the DTV visa under you, providing that your children are under the age of 20.
Okay.
Okay. If they're under the age of 20, you have to show proof of marriage. So you need your marriage certificate. You need the birth certificate of the children. And, with your name as the father or the mother, whoever's applying for the DTV visa, you can then put them on your DTV visa, and they would get the same 5-year visa in their passports.
Right.
Okay. So the price for it is 10,000 baht. And how long is it good for? This is where everybody went wrong on YouTubeverse, because we all read it that it's a 5-year visa. You can come for 180 days, extend it once inside country, and that's it. That once you've done your 360 days, your 5-year visa is finished. No. Okay. Here's the facts and the breakdown of what this minister said. Okay. Now he's the deputy director, so he knows better than anybody else.
Business, yeah.
Yeah, he knows better than anybody else. And here's what he said. When you get the 5-year stamp in your passport, okay, you come to Thailand, you have 180 days inside country. You can renew it inside country for another 180 days. Everybody thought the fee would be another 10,000 baht. It's not. It's only the normal renewal price that you would pay if you came here as a tourist and you wanted to stay for another 30 days. It's a renewal stamp.
I think he said 1,900 baht.
1,900 baht is all it costs to renew it inside Thailand. Okay.
$50.
So now you're at 360 days. What happens? This is where the great news comes in, folks. Now you're at 360 days. You do a border run. Okay, so you go to Laos, Malaysia, Vietnam, wherever you want to go. You do a border run. You come back into Thailand. You get another 180 days.
Wow.
Stay. And you can do this as many times as you like, up to 5 years. That's simple.
So really, you only have to do one border run a year.
One border run a year. That's it.
Interesting.
That's it. You do the border run. You come back in. You got 180 days.
When's this effective as of?
It's effective as of a couple of days ago.
Oh, so it's already in force.
It's already in force.
Now, let me ask you this. Are you eligible for this?
You're a YouTuber. As a YouTuber, yes, I could be eligible.
So you wouldn't need the retirement visa anymore.
Technically, no, I wouldn't.
No, and you could bring your spouse and kids over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your spouse is here, but yeah, interesting.
It is interesting, and I think it's fantastic news. They've clarified it, and you can stay here feasibly 5 years.
I could do the Muay Thai, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. At your age, it'd be a blast watching,
wouldn't it?
But I think that's great because they've even surpassed the Philippines. Because Philippines, you can go there for 3 years as a tourist visa. Get a DTV visa, you can stay here for 5. Yeah. So super plus.
I can see that being popular.
I can see it being extremely popular. And actually, somebody has already got it on our Facebook group.
Oh,
they took a picture, put it on our Facebook group today.
Good.
So they've got the 5-year DTV visa. And
Now,
straightforward
typically,
and
this
easy.
was probably aimed at more the under 50 age group.
I would say so.
There
But
tend to be
anybody can
more
have it at
mobile.
any age.
At any age. Well,
Any
that's
age
good
you
to
can
know.
have it. There's no
Yeah.
age restriction. So as long as you're over the age of 18,
Yeah,
you can have this visa.
well, that's definitely sounds interesting. I mean, you know, people that weren't 50, they were probably in a quandary as to, hey, how do I get a retirement visa? I'm going to have to do maybe educations till I turn 50. Well,
Yeah.
now they actually have an option. So, you know, somebody could be 45.
Yeah.
And bingo, do the 5 year. And if they didn't want to renew it, they could do the retirement then, or simply renew it possibly. So.
Yeah. Now, so I spoke to Singh for about an hour today on the phone. He's our immigration agent that we use
Sharp
here
guy.
in Thailand.
Yeah.
Very smart. A lot of our subscribers use him and say he's fantastic as well. I spoke to him for an hour today. He's going to come on next Saturday for a special live stream because he's in talks with the immigration office here in Jomtien. And he's going to get the complete lowdown from them and make sure the fees are actually correct for renewing it, that it is only 1900 baht. He said you have to get it outside Thailand. You can't get it inside Thailand, but you can renew it at the local immigration office here in Jomtien.
Right.
So he's going to come on and talk about that. And he's got a meeting with immigration this week. So that's great that we're going to have him on here next Saturday. So if you haven't had a chance to speak to Singh, you will on the live stream.
So the initial visa, you have to be outside.
Yes.
To clarify, you have to be outside Thailand.
Correct.
To apply for it. And you actually have to go to the consulate or embassy.
Yes.
I probably can't do it online, or maybe you can, but you have to still visit there to make the payment.
Well, you can do the initial application online.
Online, okay.
And you can do it actually the whole thing online. You don't actually have to visit the embassy or consulate.
Oh, really?
You can do it online.
Yeah.
But you'll have to submit the paperwork.
Okay.
So you probably have to go to your local Thai website in your country for the consulate or the embassy. It'll tell you there the complete process.
Okay.
You may have to upload the papers. You may have to send the originals in and certified, mail, so it gets to them and then they go over it. Yeah, you could, from what I understand, based on this minister today, he was saying you can do it all through any consulate or Thai embassy.
And once you're approved, you've made your payment 10,000.
Yeah.
It's a multiple entry.
And it's multiple entry.
Which is
you
great,
can go as many times as you want.
Yeah. And then you can renew it inside the country.
Yes.
For 1,900 baht, apparently, is what
you get. The extension.
The extension, yeah.
The 5-year visa is for 5 years.
For 5 years. The 180-day extension is the 1,900 baht.
Correct.
Good. Excellent. Well, that's good news.
And then you just do a border run, come back in the country, you get it. The 180 starts over again.
Well, Thailand
and
is making
you can
it
do
easier.
that unlimited times.
Yeah.
So super plus there. Now let's get on to today's show. If you guys got any questions, we'll be more than happy to answer them for you. And starting it off, we have
Bachelor of Biology. Good morning to Cooper Brooke and Cooper's Troopers from the west coast of Florida. We've had a week of terrific thunderstorms. Loving it.
Yes, we have.
Getting some rain all over the world.
We've had some rain here in Thailand, and it's been super cool. Me and Darlene were out all day today, and it's just been super cool weather.
Yeah, well, it's rained a lot in the Philippines, too.
They got floods, didn't they? Didn't they have a super typhoon in the Philippines, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So they have bad floods.
Black Ops, evening, Cooper and Darlene.
Good evening, Big Al. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Bachelor of Biology, and an extra good morning to Darlene.
Darlene is in the room there behind Brooke, and she's our channel moderator and also my wife. And she's just been and had the second part of her procedure for her implants. So they just done a skin transplant from this side here at the top to the bottom. So she got stitches in her mouth. She can't talk very well. So Brooke came in and filled in for her tonight. So thank you for that, Mr. Schneider.
No worries. Heath McDaniel, good morning, evening, watching from home in Southeast Tennessee. Until next month.
And then he'll be here. We're looking forward to it, Heath.
There's Alfa Romeo. Good evening, gentlemen, from a wet and soggy Bangkok.
Good evening, Romeo. Thank you for coming on and joining us. Had dinner with him last night as a farewell, and we went to Taco House on the dark side, had some really good Mexican food, and he said it was damn good.
He carries his Bitcoin with him.
Yeah, he does.
Ford Dog. Good evening, Coop, and welcome back, Mr. Brooke.
Thank you, Ford Dog.
Thank you, Ford Dog. Black Ops, Oops, Brooke. Hello. Big
He
Al.
forgot about you. Ain't seen you for a while.
Rodney, good morning, Coop, Darlene, Brooke, and Jackie. How was the vacation? Cold and expensive. Yeah, the weather there. I've been to Australia, third trip. They've all been in July, and they've all been to see the family. And this was the coldest by far. I mean, I had to go. They still have Kmart's there. I had to go to a Kmart and buy a parka.
I haven't seen one of them for years.
Oh yeah, and it went down to like 9, 10 at night, and mornings we were walking early. The first morning was 9 degrees or something. Breath, you could see your breath, put it that way. And then the warmest it got was like about 19 to 20, and even that, if you're on the beach and the wind's coming, it's cold. So
yeah,
yep. Ooh, but the other thing I will say is I can understand why a lot of Aussies are here. It is expensive as all get out there.
Yeah.
And I gave the example. I think I told you, I go out in the morning here at the bakery next door for a nice cappuccino and a fresh croissant for like, $2.50.
Here in Thailand.
$13 in Australia.
Oh,
yeah,
expensive.
Crazy prices.
And New Wave says, hey there, Cooper or Darlene. Welcome back, Brooke. How was your vacation in Australia? He just told you. Thank you, New Wave.
GA, what is the benefit, if any, of the DTV versus LTR visa? My understanding is the LTR visa exempts you from Thai income taxes.
That is absolutely true. The LTR visa does exempt you for Thai income taxes. And also, if you're here on the digital nomad visa, there's no income taxes to pay on that either. So that is the great thing. But you have to show that if you're doing it through work, because of the digital nomad, that the money's coming from overseas, not for a Thai company. He did say that.
Now, what if you're a YouTuber working out of Thailand and
you're paid by YouTube in your home account?
Okay.
For me, USA.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the taxes would be remitted there.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yep.
But the difference between the DTV and LTR, LTR, you report only once a year to immigration. You don't need to do any border runs, crossings. And that visa is valid for 5 years. And after 5 years, you just show that you still have the available funds or you still have the monthly funds or the annual funds of $80,000 a year or $800,000 in a bank account, or show proof of stocks or to that of value, whatever assets, then you can get the LTR visa. And you don't need to do any border runs, crossings whatsoever. You just stay here all year long and enjoy it, and only report once a year.
Mark Huzinga, good evening. Great to see you both back together on the live session. Who won the go-kart race?
That was won by Alfa Romeo.
Again?
He's fantastic.
That guy's a ringer.
He is. Yeah. And he told me the next day, he says, Cooper, he says, I was so sore, I couldn't even bend over and put my shoes on. I had to ask him to bend over for me to put my shoes on.
Oh yeah, he's a Sharpie.
He is. He's super quick.
Poor dog. Quick question: are 90-day reports required for the DTV?
No.
The way I understand it is one border run a year. If it is, that's awesome.
Yep, just one border run. Well, your first one, one border run a year. Yeah. Your first one, you're going to get 180 days. You can extend it inside country for 1,900 baht. And get another 180 days, and then you do a border run once a year and repeat the process. Yeah. So super plus there.
Heath McDaniel. So I can't really work on disability, but if I decide to learn Thai language, you can get that visa.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you decided to come over and just learn the Thai language, you don't want to do the retirement visa. Maybe you find it's too expensive to have the 800,000 baht in a Thai bank account. But you've got 500,000 saved. There you go. You can do the DTV for 5 years.
Yeah, and I mean, I think cooking is another one. Learning to cook
you can
Thai.
Cook. You can learn to cook.
Doesn't have to be Muay Thai. Yeah, massage. There's a whack of those things.
A whack of them. There's like a list of over 30.
So check them out. It might be something you're actually interested in taking.
Exactly. Maybe you want to do woodworking. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, it probably would be. Alfa Romeo Coop, any mention of health insurance requirements for the DTV?
Zero
health insurance requirements.
You're not required to have any medical insurance. It's not part of the requirement.
Mark Kazinga, hit the like button, guys. Make Darlene smile.
Yes, please. If you're on here and you're enjoying the show and the information we're putting out, hit the like button. It doesn't cost you a penny. And if you want your comments to be read out live on air, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. Absolutely
Helps
free.
the channel.
And put your comments in. 60 seconds is all you have to wait after hitting the subscribe button, and we'll read your comments live on air for you.
Alfa Romeo, after the 5 years, can you reapply for the DTV again?
We don't know that.
Okay.
That is what I wanted. I've given Singh a mission. His mission is to go to immigration this week and get that answer. That's the one answer we don't know, folks. You probably could. You'd have to reapply for it again through a Thai.
They'll probably want, I can
consulate.
see absolutely you can get it, and I'm sure it'll be another 10 grand. Okay.
Yeah.
Or by that time, 5 years
10,000 baht. What's
might
that?
be
$300.
20,000. Who knows? The government will want their money.
Yeah, but I mean, 10,000. What's that? $300 US?
Yeah, 300.
Yeah,
not much.
No,
I can see that happening, Romeo.
Yeah.
It's dinner time, and guess who's hungry?
It's Pin. Pin, his girlfriend is hungry. And excuse me, folks. I have a shout out to give to Michael, who bought us the coffee and says, enjoy your content. Thank you, Coop and Brooke. Thank you, Michael. Really appreciate it. And if you want to buy us a coffee, wondering how he's done it, he's used his phone, scan that QR code right there, and it costs $5. So thank you for that. And Brooke and I really do love our coffee.
We do. Aiden, Chris Parker, retired working for you, just posted an interview with the source on 5-year DTV visa. Clear as mud. Must watch.
Must watch. And I watched the whole thing from start to finish.
Yeah.
I did. I knew the information was out. I knew it was happening. I was speaking to Singh. He pretty much said everything this guy said. So Singh's on the ball. He knows what's happening with it. You can only apply for it outside Thailand, and you can stay here for a complete 5 years. You do a border run. You don't have to be outside the country for 2-3 days.
Right.
Go across the border, 30 minutes. Go get some duty free. Come back in.
Well, I think it's definitely opening up the doors for the under 50 age group.
Oh, I think it's fantastic.
And, so
because I get a lot of emails from subscribers say, Coop, I'm 45. I'm retired military. I'm retired truck driver. I'm retired whatever, and, I don't qualify for the retirement visa. Is there another way? There you go. DTV's just filled that gap.
Right.
And I think that's fantastic.
New Wave, can you tell us the cost of the DTV and whether those on DTV will have to pay tax for income earned outside Thailand? Is brought into Thailand?
No. Okay, so the fee for the DTV is a one-time fee of 10,000 baht.
Paid outside the country.
You pay it at the Thai consulate, Thai embassy, wherever you are. And then it gives you 180 days New Wave, and then you pay 1,900 baht for another 180 days inside Thailand. You do a visa run, you come back at the border, you have to pay a fee, which everybody has to do at the border. That's normal. And you got the 180 days starts again, and you can renew it again. So it's literally going to cost you 1,900 baht a year. Excuse me, I got a very dry throat today. Sorry, there must be something
as far
going
as
around.
the thing with the income tax, just back to that.
And no income tax.
Yeah, like if you're earning income outside of Thailand, you're not going to even file a Thai tax account. Okay, you basically need to earn income inside Thailand from, say, a rental property. But most people, that wouldn't even be an issue. 99% of the people, it's just income they've earned from pensions outside the country. You don't have to worry about filing taxes here. So that FUD about I can only stay 180 days because I'm going to have to file taxes. They're going to grab my money.
Spend a day over 6 months, they're going to nail you.
Forget it, guys. It's ridiculous. So file your taxes in your home country like we all do, and you're fine to go. Good to go. Giovanni Poulos, good evening. Cooper and Brooke and Darlene just made the live stream.
And thank you, Giovanni. It was great seeing you at the meet and greet and also at the go-kart track.
Yeah.
He was there at the go-kart track as well. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Al DeCisi, hi guys, and welcome back, Brooke. Tell me, are you over the $18 iced tea? I remember when I came back to Montreal paying $45 for a pizza. Didn't feel right after ordering at Frankie. Oh, yeah. It's, you go to a restaurant there. I mean, everything on the menu starts at $25. You know what I mean? Like, what the heck is this? But and 2 years ago when I was there, I go to Kohl's, which is a local supermarket,
Right.
and it's it's a barbecue chicken. It's in the little bag, and it's decent size. It'll last you a couple days. 2 years ago it was $9. Now it was $12.
Yeah.
Same chicken, no difference. That's 33% increase in 2 years, guys. So that's inflation for you. They do make a little more wages there than I was kind of surprised that, they're seemingly well paid for the most part. But the issue is retirees. Boy, you get, if they've not been sharp with their money, they're not going to be able to live there with the expenses.
Yeah.
Because the guys I know tell me, hey, the pensions aren't the best, and so I think they'll see a lot more retirees coming to Thailand or Asia.
I do.
In the years ahead. Mark Kazinga, I'm sorry you got ripped off in Australia, but no, I didn't get ripped off. It's you just do it, you pay it, but you kind of realize, I'm not so sure I'll be going back here anytime soon. Yeah,
it's super cheap.
My granddaughter goes to nursing school there, so that was obviously a big part of being happy to see everyone. Alfa Romeo, the Taco House restaurant was a great choice for dinner.
Yeah, that was my choice. I chose it because I knew you'd be missing it.
Oh yeah, it was good
at fantastic prices. What would we pay? $15 for a couple?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was like $7.
Come on,
and he paid for the bill. Yeah, thank you, Romeo.
What a guy!
I gave Darlene the money.
Hey, you didn't have to do that.
I gave Darlene the money to pay, and I said, "Hey, I just got to pop outside here, pay the bill." She come back and said, "Oh, Romeo paid for it. Here you go. Here's the money back." So thank you, Romeo.
Thank you, Romeo.
Really appreciate that, brother.
El DeCisi, I also watched Parker's video. Very clear.
It was. It was a great interview. Great interview. So big respect to Chris Parker for putting it out on Retired Working for You. If you haven't seen his channel, go watch him. He's a great YouTuber. And another shout out to another YouTuber I'd like to give today, and that's Tim Newton. Tim Newton gave me a shout out on his channel today, and a couple of his subscribers came and subscribed to my channel. Thank you, Tim, for that. God bless you, brother. And if you haven't watched Tim Newton's channel, he's another fantastic YouTuber, tells it just like it is. Got a heart of gold, wears it on his sleeve, and he gives you the daily news updates here in Thailand.
Wander 828, good evening, Cooper, Brooke, Darlene, Jackie. You're the best team Thailand on YouTube.
Thank you, Wanderer 828. Much appreciated.
Mark Schaefer, hello, Cooper, Darlene, Brooke. It sounds like the DTV can replace the education visa.
I think that's the plan. There's no need to do an education. Well, here's the thing. The education visa, you don't need to show a balance in the bank. Okay. Which is a great thing. So you don't need to show 500,000 baht in the bank. Yeah. You just get the visa. That's it. And you support yourself. They don't ask you for any proof of incomes for your education visa.
Right.
So there's pluses to that too. And you don't have to do any border runs for the whole year. You do once a year, because you can get a 1 year education visa. You do a border run, come back in, you can renew it for another year, up to 3 years. But they both have their perks. So the education visa, you don't need to show any proof of income, and whereas the DTV visa, you have to show that you have a minimum 500,000 baht in the bank.
Right.
Yeah,
I think everybody now is getting the 60-day stamp on arrival, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So you got 60 days regardless, and then all this nomad visa stuff will get all further clarified in the months ahead. Sounded pretty clear there, but
well, they already started issuing. One of our subscribers has already got it. He took a picture of the stamp in his passport, sent it to the Facebook group.
So it'd be interesting to talk to him. Like, what did he do? Did he do a course, or is he
I have no idea.
Yeah, we don't know.
He just
Maybe
said, I got it.
Yeah, bingo.
Well, good for him. So
Alfa Romeo, well, you know who is hungry again?
Pin.
Yeah, we know. Holding out for a second dinner feeding. Well, heading out, sorry. Yeah.
Let me know when she's on her 16th.
He's a small thing. Tommy Lee, there's that smile. Good evening, guys.
Be there tomorrow, he says. Look at that. Tommy Lee's going to be here tomorrow.
Tommy the Terminator is here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's going to be good.
Get that big smile on the channel. Michael G, regular 12-month education visa for Thai still available?
Yes, it is still available. There's been no changes on that. Singh's going to be on here on the live stream on Saturday.
Bingo.
So he's going to have all the details for a load more questions I'm sure you guys
Yeah.
are going to have about any type of visa, retirement visas, education visas,
Definitely tune in for
know,
that,
nomad
guys.
visas, LTR visas,
Yes.
elite visas. He can answer all your visa questions because he does them all.
And for any of you who haven't seen Sing On before, definitely tune in because he's sharp as a tack.
Yeah.
And he's the guy that's able, if you've got a specific situation you haven't heard anybody talk about, he's your man. He'll get the job done. Yep. Tommy Lee, woohoo. Yeah,
woohoo.
He's happy.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, Tommy.
Heath McDaniel, 45 years. So, yeah, I can see this new visa being a big plus. There you go.
It is.
Bingo. Perfect.
For those who want to come out,
Yeah.
they've already got a pension, but the Thai retirement rule says you got to be 50 to get a retirement visa. It's going to open a lot of doors for a lot of people.
Yeah. Good. Sean Jean, morning.
Scott Green.
Scott Jean. Sorry, Scotty. And Brooke, it's 1:25 a.m. from New Zealand, Scott.
Okay, Scott, thank you for coming on and joining us.
For Doug, I really am torn now as someone over 50. The DTV is really looking good as far as the cost savings and no 90-day report. What would you do, Coop, if you had to do it over again with this new visa?
Being a YouTuber, it's a no-brainer. I'd do the DTV.
Okay.
But if I'm on a pension or, Social Security or, whatever else, disability or something like that, I'd have to do the retirement visa because I wouldn't be able to prove that I work for anybody other than I'm retired. Right. Well, they got a retirement visa for that very purpose. So I don't think it can help retirees in that respect. But if you wanted to stay here for 5 years, you can learn and you don't have to do a 90-day report like you do on the education visa. Your education visa, every 90 days, they do a report.
Yeah. I'm going to just stay with the retirement myself. It's simple. It's good for a year.
But for those under 50, I think it's
the under 50, that's definitely the way to go if they can get it. And
Or for those that only have 500,000 bought in savings, don't have the 800,000 required. I think that would be a good way for them to come over and take a course and stay here for 5 years. Then they're 50, they can apply for the retirement visa.
Don't see that being a big issue for many. Chris Ty, one question could be, what proof may be required by immigration when you apply for extension and or border run to ensure you will meet the criteria of the visa? So whatever for Singh, I'd say.
Well, Chris did ask that question in his interview today with the minister. And what he said was that you would require the same exact proof that you gave the consulate or the embassy. So you take that with you when you do the renewal inside Thailand and when you do the border run.
Okay.
To show that, i.e., your
original documents.
Your original documents. Just
I got approved on these originally. Here they are again.
Yeah, you may need an updated bank statement, which you can print off online.
Yep.
You may need that to show that you still have the 500,000 in savings, or you may need another certificate from the school if you're learning a course here in Thailand. But only what you originally needed for your initial 5-year visa. And then any updates may be required. Like bank statement or the course is ongoing. I've enrolled for a second year, whatever.
Learning Thai.
Exactly.
Talk to me in Thai.
Yeah.
Derek Whale, are you going to clip the DVT part of the video? I want to share it to a friend.
The DTV visa that he did today is Chris Parker. Is called Retired Working for You. Is his YouTube channel. You can search on YouTube and it'll bring it up.
And if you Google that, give it a day or so, you'll find there will be even more explanations on YouTube.
Yeah, it just came out about 3 hours ago.
Yeah. Today. What I would say, Derek, definitely tune in next Saturday for Singh, because he'll have the exact correct information for you. He's an immigration whiz. So
yeah, he is.
Yeah, you betcha. Definitely, he'd be the guy. Mark Schaefer, is the DTV a better choice than the retirement visa for a person of retirement age?
Of a person of a retirement age, I would say no. It's not a better choice because you don't have to do a border run every year. You know, you just do the 90-day report, and after your first initial 90-day report, you can scan a QR code and do it online. You don't have to go to immigration every 90 days. Or you can give your passport to an agent, you know, for like $10, and they'll go do your 90-day report for you. You know, so you don't even have to go to the immigration office.
I agree with Cooper, Mark, on that. The reason I wouldn't look at this is I like things simple. And, you know, with Sing, it's simple. I get my, you know, visa in my passport. It's a multiple entry. I had in and out of Australia, no issues. Back in Thailand, no issues. You know, once a year. I see Sing once a year. He handles all the paperwork. I go home happy camper, and, you know, job done. So to me, it's less headaches, less paperwork, less, you know, baloney.
Believe me, you're only going to want to do that border run
once. We've done it.
We've done it. And you wouldn't want to do it again.
No.
Yeah. So,
for a guy under 50, definitely I see that being an advantage.
Super
you know,
plus.
Hey, you're a lot younger. You can make those runs. Michael G, thank you, gentlemen.
And you're very welcome. Thank you, Michael.
Mikey. Chris Ty, another question. What is the difference between this new DTV visa and the 5-year Thai Elite? The 5-year Thai Elite seems extremely expensive now.
Well, here's the difference. The Thai 5-year Elite visa, you get a lot of privileges. You get VIP treatment, you get limo service, free golf courses, discounts at a bunch of different things.
Separate lines at immigration, isn't it?
Separate
like you
lines
walk right
at immigration.
Through.
Yeah, you're getting the VIP service.
Yeah.
You know, so those with money want the VIP service. It's like those that only fly business class would want a elite visa. You know, they don't want to do a border run to Laos and sit on a bus for 3 hours. Heck no. You know, Cambodia, sorry. They don't want to sit on a bus for 3 hours. They want to buy their visa for 5 years, and they don't have to worry about it. They don't have to declare any income tax, nothing. It's completely tax-free stay for 5 years in Thailand, 10 years, 15, 20, whatever.
There's a visa for everyone.
There is.
Yeah. New Wave, what time is tomorrow's live stream?
There is no live stream tomorrow. This is Saturday's live stream.
Yeah, this is Saturday. So Sing's on a week today. So
yeah, Sing will be on a week today at the same time.
Yeah.
So he'll fill in on Saturday's slot for Darlene.
W, good morning from Queens, New York. Watch out, the original Cheap Charlie is back vlogging on Walking Street. I think he's over 49 now. Party on. Jeff992, hello. I know it's off subject. I want to ask Brooke his opinion on XRP and if he still holds. Okay, first off, I've never held XRP and I never will. I have no idea about XRP.
I thought you had the Trump coin.
I only do Bitcoin, which currently, just so everyone's aware, let's see what it's at here. But no, I don't do any of the altcoins, and nor do I recommend them. Strictly do the Bitcoin. 68.4 it's at. 68,957. It just jumped up what I was.
How much?
68,957.
It's about to hit 69.
Almost 69. So it's going up. Yeah. And for you guys out there, definitely, if you haven't got your Bitcoin yet, get it. Yeah, I want to just tell you a little anecdotal story. So I mentioned I went to Kmart, which they still have in in Australia, to get a coat. It was that cold, right? And I went to the service desk at the back, got the coat, but I was looking for something else. Actually, it was duct tape. And I said to the kid there, who turned out to be 20, I said, do you have duct tape? Oh, yes, sir. Let me show you where it is. So he started walking me, quarter of the way through the store. And just jokingly, kind of half jokingly out of the blue, I said to him, have you got your Bitcoin yet? And he said, he wheeled right away and seriously, he said, yeah, I got a quarter coin. I'm stacking every month. I said, smart kid, well done. Keep it up. I said, you're going to be a winner. So the guy's 20.
Yeah.
And there you go. The adoption rate on Bitcoin is going. I mean, that's what you hear it in the news. You hear it on the big financial channels. The pension funds are getting into it. Governments are getting into it. The wealthy individuals are getting into it. So don't you guys be left out. You better get some. Okay.
And countries are starting to huddle it.
Yeah.
You got El Salvador, and places in South America. They basically, you can buy anything in Bitcoin over there.
Well, here you go. So you got Trump running. And between you and me and the Gatepost, he's speaking at a big Bitcoin conference in Nashville, Tennessee today. And I'll bet you dollars to donuts he's going to announce that if he gets elected, he's going to put Bitcoin as a reserve, Federal Reserve.
Well, Kennedy announced that just today, or was it yesterday? Kennedy said it, that if RFK Jr., if he said if he becomes president, then he's going to buy 500 Bitcoin a day until they've got America's got 1 million.
And I'll tell you, as soon as America starts doing something, look out, the rest of the world's going to be jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a little tidbit. RFK has the majority of his wealth in Bitcoin. And I mean, it wasn't that long ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, he was, asked about Bitcoin, and he was commenting, and they asked him, well, how much coin do you own? Oh, I haven't got any. He went out immediately afterward, because he kind of got lambasted for that. He went out immediately afterward and bought coins for each of the kids. So obviously he's kept on stacking. So, wow. And the reason, guys, I'll end on this. The reason you do this is to protect your wealth. It's a store of value where gold used to be the thing. Well, they can mine more gold, just dig deeper and you'll get more, right? With Bitcoin, they don't make any more. So when you've got your store of wealth in Bitcoin, you'll see it continually up and to the right. And hey, it's a way to protect yourself. So, yep. Enough said. Daryl Savage, having one Bitcoin should qualify us for a 10-year DTV. Correctamundo. You just show them the one Bitcoin.
There you go.
At the consulate, see what they say.
Yeah.
Ford Dog, one more quick thought. Do you think now with the DTV they could possibly be doing away with the 90-day check-in, or possibly changing it to 180 or 365 reports? Your thoughts? Hit the like button, guys. Make Darlene smile. Correctamundo.
Okay. They are announcing an update to the retirement visa in September.
Right.
They've already put that out on the news. They're going to be putting out a update on what they want to do to make the retirement visa easier.
Seems like a logical thing to get rid of that 90-day.
I think that's the first thing that should go, because the 90-day report is free at immigration. Yep. And what are you doing? You're basically wasting immigration's time. They're paying a salary for somebody to go there and do the 90-day stamps every single time, and the little paper that they put in there. If they can do away with that, well, then that's cost effective. It's saving them money. For, instead of having somebody do that, for every person that's coming for a 90-day report.
Makes sense.
So I think that would be logically the first thing to go. But I'm sort of, optimistically hopeful, shall I say, that it'll actually happen.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Hopefully they do something.
I'd like to see them lower the age for the retirement visa, possibly down to 40 or 45. I'd like to see them lower the financial requirement for retirement visa. All sorts of things they can do to make it better.
Yeah.
Wait and see to September, and believe me, I will definitely put it on our YouTube channel. I promise you, as soon as we get the breaking news, we do a live stream.
Sun Hun, just so I'm clear, DTV had zero tax implications, but the retirement visa might, depending on how these tax rules get clarified at some point.
Okay, here's what they've said, son, in regards to the retirement visa and this income tax. If you're paying tax in your home country, then and the tax is less than Thailand, you pay the difference. However, if you're on a pension or disability, you're retired, okay, and that's what you have to live on, there's zero taxes to be paid on it. You're only paid if you say you have a business in the West somewhere, and you're collecting money from your business. Then yes, you could be taxed on the difference between what you earn from that business. If the tax is less than what it is here in Thailand, you would just pay the difference. Only if you're repatriating that money into Thailand. If you're not repatriating that money into Thailand, then you pay nothing.
Hopefully that's clear. Edretz, evening, gentlemen, enjoying the good life in Jomtien. By the way, the bakery is the best deal in town. Correctamundo.
Yeah, it is. The little bakery on the corner. Yeah. That is a super deal for a croissant and a coffee.
Oh, yeah. Can't beat it.
You cannot.
59 baht.
59 baht. Look at that, under $2.
JJ, do you have to be continuously enrolled, example, Muay Thai or language class during duration of your DTV visa?
DTV visa.
I think you have to be continuously enrolled, right?
You would.
Yeah.
You would have to be continuously enrolled. Say you came over on 100 days and did a 3-month course. When you go to renew it for another 180 days inside Thailand at the immigration office, the first thing they're going to ask you to see.
Where's your
where's
your education certificate?
Exactly. You know? Show me the course that you're going to.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to follow the rules. Wander828. Thanks, Brooke. Watch the Sailor interview, and you guys make it seem like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
That's a great interview, that Sailor interview. Sailor with Tucker Carlson, and he explains in layman's terms, you know, what money is, what inflation is, what Bitcoin is, and why you want it.
And why it's a hedge against inflation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And very, in layman's terms, it's very straightforward. I enjoy watching that, even, you know.
And that's what got me into Bitcoin. You tried convincing me for a long time, Coop, get into Bitcoin. Coop, get into Bitcoin. I was like, nah. Seemed like a pyramid scheme to me, and, you know, everything else. And then you said, Coop, watch this video. I watched it, and the next day I said to Brooke, I want to buy Bitcoin.
Well, first off, anyone who is against Bitcoin has never studied it.
Yeah.
If you study Bitcoin, research it, you'll want Bitcoin. Because it makes total sense. So, yeah. Anyways.
Yep. But I was completely wrong, and you were right. So well done to you, Brooke. Yep. It was a definite smart move on me. Well, definite smart move. I've not regretted it since I bought it.
Stick around. There'll be some more coming. Scott Jean, 90-day load rubbish.
Yeah.
That's right. Let's get
I'd like to see that gone. Yes.
Daryl Finley, Bitcoin crossed 69K. Wow.
Did it? Let's have a look, Brooke. Have a look while we're on the live stream. What is it right now?
I don't know why this stupid thing just keeps going. Go ahead. Go to the next one.
And while he's looking at it, I can tell you, Daryl, that the dumps are finished now. Okay. Germany dumped their Bitcoin that they had from illegal, illicit activities. They dumped it all. Mount Cox, who they were expecting to dump, there you go, 69,128, and still climbing. Fantastic. Thank you, Brooke. And then Mount Cox was a big scare that they would dump. Well, the people have been waiting for a long time to get their Bitcoin from Mount Cox. They finally got it. And what are they doing? Hodling.
Yeah.
Keeping it. They ain't selling it.
They didn't get cash. They actually got coins back. Almost 17% of what they invested, but they got it in coins. So, and those are the original whole hodlers. So they're not selling. They're keeping their coins, probably buying more.
So right now, moving forward, there's nobody left to dump Bitcoin. Nobody left that can dump Bitcoin. It's all been dumped. So the only way for the price to go from here is up, in my opinion. And this is not financial advice. I am not a stockbroker or anything like that, but I do believe in Bitcoin, and that is my prediction. I see it going up really high, really fast in the next year.
Yeah. Mark Schaefer, have you all heard that the Thai government is going to have a digital wallet for Thai residents? Supposed to be on August 1st per Bangkok newspaper, could lead to CBDC, central bank digital currency. That would not be good.
Now, what the Thai government has proposed is they want to give back to the Thai people money, you know, for the hard times they went through for COVID and everything else, and people are struggling and people lost their jobs. They want to give them a certain amount of money. I think the figure
10,000 baht.
I think the figure was 10,000 baht. Yes, per person, per Thai person, citizen, and so they say it's supposed to be coming out on the 1st of August. I have no idea.
Interesting.
I haven't heard any further update on that.
Yeah, no, I haven't either. Other than the fact, I think they're just holding off on that. Where are they getting the money? Let's get the printing presses running. Okay.
Maybe they're printing more money. That'd be great, because that'll make the dollar and the pound and the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar
to be worth more paper money to the system with no more goods. You know, and everything goes up in price. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I think cooler heads will prevail. Doesn't seem to make much sense to just give everybody a blanket check. You know what? You know, yeah.
Exactly.
Anyways, we'll see what happens. CBDC, central bank digital currencies, typically are not liked because the government can actually see what you're doing at all the time
With Bitcoin,
your
they can't.
money. You know, yeah. So don't let that happen, guys. If you can help it. Sanghyun, what happens if someone doesn't have a pension but just has money saved or money from a sale of a home, etc., and living off that? Taxes or no? No, you got no tax. Well, in your home country, Son. I mean, hey, if you sold an asset, you might have to do a tax filing on that, but not in Thailand. You know, you're fine for your taxes here. So, yeah.
Well, I know people that are retired early, 4 or 5 years out, and basically they sold the home back in the West, and they're using that money to subsidize their early retirement here in Thailand. As long as you meet the threshold, and then you can get a retirement visa. It's that easy. You don't have to have an income. You can have a savings as long as you can show that you have 800,000 baht in a Thai bank account.
$24,000 American, roughly, guys.
Yeah.
So
then you can get a Thai retirement visa.
Yeah.
And there is a workaround to that, but I can't say it on YouTube.
There is a workaround, and not to worry. Scott Jean, have you any New Zealander in your expat club? New Zealand, absolutely.
Yeah, we got several.
They're called Kiwis.
Yeah, Kiwis.
There's an Aussie and Kiwi bar right on Jomtien Road. Like, it's full of Kiwis and Aussies.
Yeah.
And the other thing, when you go into the sports bars, you'll see the different leagues up there. Some are cheering for one league, some for the other, and they're all New Zealand and Aussies that are doing it. So, yeah, definitely.
And it absolutely gets packed when they're playing rugby. New Zealand versus Australia. Boy, the bars are packed. The sports bars.
Giovanni, I transferred all my other bad performing cryptos into Bitcoin a couple weeks ago. Looking forward to going up, I hope. Yeah, just forget about it, Giovanni. Just leave it there. And then, 5 years from now, oh my God, I'm rich.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well done, by the way. Well done on that.
Smart move.
Mark 1, good morning.
Good morning, Mark. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Mark Schaefer, exactly, Brooke. Where are they getting the money? That is the $60,000 question. He's referring to the CBDC. Hey, let's give everybody 10,000 baht. Every Thai is going to get it. Not those expats, just the Thais.
Yeah.
Well, what are they going to do with the money? They're going to spend it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, heavens. Well, El DeCisi, I would have to sit down with both of you concerning Bitcoin. Of course, my advisor is against it, but I guess it's because he won't make a commission. You're starting to convince me.
We've had this discussion, haven't we?
First off, Al, your advisor, it's not that he doesn't make a commission. He don't understand Bitcoin. And he's not a good advisor, because if he did understand it, he'd be telling you to buy it. Okay? So, Al, the other thing you should do is check out that Sailor interview, with Tucker Carlson. You'll get more familiar with Bitcoin. It should spark an interest in you. Hey, geez, what is this? Yeah, it does sound interesting. I better do more research.
Yeah.
And the more you do, the more, like me, you'll get convinced. And like Cooper, get convinced, hey, there is something there. Maybe I better just cover my butt. And once I did that research, I put, kind of like RFK did.
Yeah.
I put all my money investments into Bitcoin because, hey, that's where I can see the future. I want to protect my wealth going forward. So not that it's for everybody. Maybe, Al, maybe you're going to do 5%. Maybe you're going to do 10%. But do it when you're comfortable and you know what you're doing. And the key is this, and Cooper's seen this, and I've seen it, but hey, it's okay. I laugh now. It's volatile. It goes up, it goes down. It goes up, it goes down. But it does make higher highs and it does make higher lows, guys. So, just buy it and forget about it. And then, wake up in 5 years and look at, you've done well.
Now, when I bought into Bitcoin, I put a great deal of my savings in there, I must admit. And when I sold my pickup truck, I didn't touch any that I initially put in Bitcoin. I only touched the profits to be able to buy the SUV. So just by putting that in there, that would have taken me 10 years of bonds to be able to save up that amount of money that I had to pay to get the SUV.
Yeah.
So, which was roughly about $27,000 out of pocket. But I'd made that above that on Bitcoin. And that's why I was able to to buy it.
Well,
If it
well
wasn't
done.
for Bitcoin, I wouldn't have been able to.
Well done.
Yeah.
I don't recommend selling Bitcoin, fellows, unless it's called for lifestyle chips. So, you know,
Changes,
you've had your heart set on a condo on the beach. Hey, maybe you have to sell a couple coins to get that.
Yeah.
You know, but that's a rare occasion. So you're better to keep your Bitcoin until you have, you know, these life-changing events that you want to, you know, put into your life, and then you would sell some. But other than that, because there is no second best investment.
No, there isn't.
Like, why would you sell Bitcoin to put it into real estate or put it into gold? I mean, heavens to Betsy, they can dig more gold, they can build more condos, but
you can't mine
you
more
can't
Bitcoin.
get any more Bitcoin than
Maximum 21 million coins. And what is it? 18 million have already been mined, Brooke?
No, over 19 already been mined,
million.
but you know, of those 19, I'll bet you there's 4 or 5 million are lost.
Yeah.
You know, they've just been lost because there were, you know, Russell Brand, a famous actor, an English actor.
Yeah, he was given 5,000 Bitcoin.
No, 1,000.
Was that 1,000 Bitcoin free?
Bitcoins.
Yeah. And he lost his password.
Oh, yeah. Well, the coins probably were worth, like, you know, 50 cents or 10 cents then. They were worth nothing, really.
And it's like worth 26 million today.
Yeah, and here's this USB. Don't lose it. It's got 1,000 Bitcoin on it. Okay, yeah, thanks a lot. Bye. And then 10 years later, hey, geez, where the hell's that USB I had? There's like $68 million sitting on that thing, right? So, yeah, a lot of the coins have been lost.
Yeah.
Scott Jean, go Mighty Bulldogs. Rugby League won tonight. Great news.
Well done. Well
I
done.
watched some of those games. They're kind of fun. Yeah, New Wave. I listened to Brooke. Doing well. Thank you. Okay, good for you, New Wave.
Yeah, smart man.
Tony Montana, Thailand. Good evening, Cooper, Darlene, Brooke, and Jackie. I just got home because Tony Montana is a party man, and being the ambassador, PR, and food critic, I have a very busy life, and I know you will too. He's laughing. He is. He's a stand-in food critic until
Herman comes back. Yeah,
Herman's in
I've missed
Denmark now.
Yeah,
we miss Herman,
guy.
but
He was
you
a
know,
fantastic guy.
Yeah. Tony's taking over the reins, so good for you, Tony.
Yeah. And like he says, well, you got that wrong. It's good evening, Cooper Brooke. Sorry, it should be read good evening, Cooper, Darlene, Brooke, and Grandma.
Oh, isn't he hilarious?
That's what we call Jackie now, Grandma.
Now, Tony does have to update that picture. That
picture's
like about 35 years old.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, come on, Tony, get a new picture up there, okay? A little more current.
He's trying to stay young forever. He's
got no hair now, that guy.
So how did Jackie like it being in Australia? Did you get the grandkids to call her Grandma?
I did the last day.
And how old are your grandkids? Tell the audience.
20.
20. And Jackie's 40. And they're calling her Grandma.
Oh, it's all right.
And how did she take it? She laughed?
Oh, yeah, she laughed. Everybody laughed. Yeah. Yep. No, everyone had fun. It was a great time. Everyone loved her, and, you know, we had a great time there. And like I said, it was just a little cool and damn expensive. But other than that, it's a great place. Like, the beaches are fantastic. The water's clear. I
saw the videos.
The bike paths and parks are, you know, tremendous. Now, we did go to this, not like a zoo, but a sanctuary for animals, right? So Jackie got to see the koala bears, the kangaroos, the possums, the big croc was there, and, you know, the wallabies and all the, you know, native wildlife to Australia.
And she got to see her own breath for the first time ever.
Well, mine, yeah.
Because it was cold.
Yeah, hers too. Yeah, you're right there. Yeah, it was that cold. Tony Montana. Now, when do I start receiving some Bitcoin? He's laughing at that. Well, anytime you want, we just, you know, you can pass the money over here and we'll make sure you end up getting it.
And we missed one. Sorry, let me just go back.
Sorry for that. How much is the retirement visa? I have a federal pension that meets the requirement.
So the retirement visa, depending on the agent you use, can be anywhere from 35,000 to 60,000 Thai baht.
Okay.
Depending on the agent that you use. Some agents are better than other agents. Some agents get a high success rate. Some agents get a high turn down rate.
Right.
So I always say it's best to choose the right agent. I promote Singh. Why do I promote him? Okay, he's a little bit more on the expensive side of the figure, but his success rate is 100%.
Yeah.
Of all the expats we have here, and we have over 260 expats from our channel retired here in Thailand, not one of them that's used Singh has been returned down for a retirement visa.
And the other thing, you don't have to worry. Like, it's done right.
No.
You're going to get what you paid for, let's say. And then renewal a year later, you get 15 months on the first one. And that's the fee you're talking about.
Yeah.
Coop. and then the renewal is less than half that.
Exactly.
You know, so don't worry, guys. It's just an ongoing basis, and
it's only the initial one that's
the only
most
initial
expensive.
one. You know, cost of doing business. And good news, if you've got your Bitcoin, you get that money made easily.
Exactly. You done made the money for it costs you to renew the retirement visa.
Next, please.
Easy.
Tony Montana. Now, when do I start receiving?
Oh,
He's already had
Sorry,
that. Get that guy out of here. JJM, if you stay in Thailand more than 180 days, then you are liable for tax and income brought in, I think. This visa does not exempt from that. How does it work?
Well, because they announced it. It's exempt from it. That's the simple reason. The elite visa, they announced it's tax-free. The digital nomad visa, the DTV, destination Thai visa, they've announced it is exempt. So there you go. They've announced it. That's how simple it is. The retirement visa, if you're on a pension or disability, yes, you are exempt. However, if you have any other income coming in other than those, then yes, you may be required to pay the difference if you're paying tax in your home country and you're repatriating that money into Thailand only. If you're not repatriating it in and you're leaving it in the stock market, then you have nothing to worry about. Thailand's not going to come after you for it. And it's only that you would pay the difference. So say you're paying 15% or 20% in the US and it's only 12% here. Well, then you would pay nothing. It's only if you're paying less tax in your home country that you would pay the difference here. And the maximum tax bracket in Thailand is 30%. So if you're paying 25% in your home country and it would be taxed at 30% in Thailand, you'd pay the 5% difference.
Yeah.
That's it.
JJM, don't get caught up in all the FUD.
No.
I'm assuming you're not a Thai citizen. So assuming that you're an expat from a Western country, if you file your taxes there, like we both do, we earn no income. At least I don't earn any income in Thailand. I bring lots of money into Thailand. I will never pay or file a Thai tax, nor should I. And if the government, for some reason, was to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, you have to do that," you're on the next plane out of the country. So that they're not going to do that because they want the money, they want the investment coming. Now, sure, if you're a Thai, that's a different thing. They want maybe worldwide income filed by a Thai. Secondly, if you're in the country and you're for some reason making money in Thailand, for example, you own 3 or 4 condos and you're renting them to expats, but they're Thai condos, then yeah, you might have the possibility where you need to file. And so you should. But for the average retiree coming here, looking on a retirement visa for the 1 year, 15-month on the first one, you're not even going to have to worry about income brought into the country being taxed.
Yeah. And here's another upside of that, JJM, that they announced an update to it, is if you had any income that was earned prior to the 1st of January this year, you have until the end of this year to bring it into Thailand and you will pay 0 tax on it. So if you sold your house last year, or you sold your business last year, you can bring it into Thailand this year and pay 0 tax on it. They're giving you a 1-year tax break.
How on earth would the Thai tax authorities know you sold a house?
They wouldn't.
You sold your business.
They wouldn't.
You sold a bunch of car dealerships. Good luck. Nobody's going to know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
Much ado about nothing.
Yeah.
Poor dog, I bought into BTC during the beginning of the video in 2020 at 9 to 10,000 and sold some at forgot about. I kicked myself for not loading up. Still have a little bit left. Well,
hold on to that little bit you got left.
Hold on to that little bit if you're able, dollar cost average into more. But one of our good subscribers who happens to be here, won't mention any names.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Proudly announced at the pool, I bought 1,000 Bitcoin at $8. Sold him at 21, made a killing. He was pumping that fist. And we were all laughing. So was he. Yeah. Right? Never did get back in. So, hey, don't feel bad, Anything's better than nothing. Mike, Coop, I'm wondering, is there much difference in fees from one visa agent to another, or are they similar?
It depends on the
similar.
Well, like I said, it's between 35,000 and 60,000, depending on the agent. Some agents pay the immigration office higher fees because they get things done. If there's something
Quicker.
wrong in the paperwork,
Yeah.
then they get extra leeway and all this other stuff. Other agents, they don't really care. They just want your money. You give them the money. If you get turned down, they don't care because you got to pay them the fee again.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, saying you pay one time and your visa's approved.
Mikey, I would say
he doesn't take the fee unless he knows you're going to be approved.
Well, yeah, he's never ever going to take your money and not deliver.
No.
You know, that's just not his game. But there is a difference in agents, obviously in quality, knowledge. I mean, we met agents didn't have a clue about spousal visas.
No,
you know what I mean? That's how luckily we found Singh.
Exactly.
You know, and he got the job done. So there you go. So there is I would call it a slight fee difference. So, I mean, if something is, you know, 5,000 baht more, well, you're $150 more. I'd rather pay the guy with the knowledge. I'll pay the 5,000. I don't want headaches.
I don't want to be turned down.
I don't want to be turned down. I don't want headaches. I don't want anybody to say, oh, no, it's not done right. You know, so yeah, my advice, hey, get someone qualified, get the right guy, you know, and pay the fee, you know,
and get somebody that speaks English.
Well, yeah, that helps.
You know, because you're not going to, if you go to a Thai agent that doesn't speak a word of English, you're going to struggle, you know, and not know what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So that definitely helps.
One thing I noticed with Singh, he speaks perfect English and perfect Thai.
Yes.
You know, so you got the best of both worlds coming with that guy. So yeah. No, I'll be with him. Alexander, why would anyone get a retirement visa or education visa or elite visa now with the DTV out? Well, as I said earlier, for me, the retirement visa is much easier. I don't want to do border runs. I don't want to have to worry about every 180 days renewing it, with the fact that I need to run out of the country to do this.
Yeah.
And I'd have to actually fly back out of the country to apply. Why do that? I'm retired now.
Yeah.
So,
and also, Alexander, if you're on a pension, how are you going to prove that you're working for a company?
Yeah,
you're not.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do the education route, well, then you got to pay the school.
Yeah.
The school's not going to teach you for free.
No.
That's costs right there on top of your
and you have to renew that
for
or
the
keep
visa
it for the year all the time you're here. So, I mean, there is situations for every visa is what, you know, the bottom line is. So,
So yeah, the DTV is great. I'd say for those under 50 or those that aren't getting a pension yet. But for those that are over 50 and have a pension or have enough in savings, the retirement visa is the way to go.
Yeah.
They're both got their pluses there, Alexander.
Robert McMedia. Cooper, hello, and thank you for sharing great information as always.
And thank you, Robert. Much appreciated. That's what we do on the channel. We try and help as many people out, giving knowledge is the answer.
There's Sarlina. I spent my Bitcoin a few months ago, so I am unfortunately not in the race anymore. But I got the land of my dream for it, south of Rayon, close to the beach, so I'm happy. Bitcoin made that possible.
Yeah.
There you go, lifestyle chip.
Yeah.
She cashed in the chip for a lifestyle choice.
Yeah.
You know, not something of a daily or weekly thing. Once in a lifetime, she got the job done. Well done, Sarlina.
Yeah, and I saw that she watched Chris's video because I saw her comment in the comment section.
Oh, good.
I read all the comments as well to see, you know, whatever the feedback that he was getting on it. And a lot of people at their words. He started the video was saying, either I'm going to apologize to you guys or you guys are going to owe me apology because one of us has got it wrong about what the DTV is and how to get it and how long it's valid for and everything else.
Yeah.
And he says, I'm here at the government office to prove you guys wrong. And he made them eat the words.
Oh,
so
good.
Great there. And I saw her comments. She was saying how excellent it is. So thank you, Sarlina.
Tony Montana, Brooke, that sanctuary you went to, I was in a relationship with the owner's granddaughter for about years when I was about 25 years old. Well, interesting tidbit, Tony. Good to know. Mark 1, do they go by the gross amount of pension or after taxes and medical deductions for retirement visa?
Now, your pension is immaterial, Mark. You just need to have the savings in a Thai bank account for the retirement visa. Yes, you can do the income base if you've got 65,000 coming in. What is it? No, it's I think it's you have to have 800,000 baht of income coming in per year, or have 800,000 in a Thai bank account, provable either way.
Okay.
Or you can have 400,000 in a Thai bank account and
And,
400,000 in income.
Okay.
So there's several options of ways, and there's even a better workaround than all of that. But again, I can't tell it on YouTube, Mark. If you send us an email, I'll be more than happy to put you in touch with Singh, and he will tell you exactly what I can't, because I'm not a licensed immigration agent, and I can get in trouble.
Don't get caught up in the fine print, Mark. It's very simple, very easy. With you get the right individual, the right agent. It's funny, they didn't have these agents in the Philippines.
No,
I kind of wish they had.
Yes,
because it would have made things so much simpler.
Yeah.
But when you get to Thailand, another plug for Thailand over the Philippines, these agents actually know their business. They get the job done. At least
and they're licensed.
Does. And what?
And they're licensed.
Well,
anybody can call themselves an agent in the Philippines.
Yeah, exactly. So no, it's So don't get caught up in the the weeds there, Mark. It's very simple, very straightforward. Yeah. Second, I'm still happy with my choice to buy the 20-year Elite for 1 million baht, but I really wish they didn't have the 90-day reporting. You still got to report on that, eh? Wow.
I don't know if the Elite Visa has to report or not. Tekken, if you have a Elite Visa, let us know.
Well,
do you have to do the 90-day report?
Sounds like he does.
I'm not entirely sure on that one.
For Dog, I think that with visas, I go under the mantra, buy once, cry once. Sing made my money. Sing, take my money. Yeah, Sing, take my money.
Yeah, exactly. Get it done, over with. Know you're going to be approved.
Yeah. Tekken, just a note for people with education visa. The school does keep attendance, and from time to time, immigration comes to the school to take pictures with the students.
Yeah, don't get caught out. Don't register for a school and then not turn up.
Yeah, and you better be able to speak some Thai when you get to the immigration.
Yeah.
Tony Montana, 3 years.
That's how long he was with that girl.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Mikey, guys, where is Singh located?
Here. He's located on the dark side, but he will come to you, Mike.
Yeah.
So wherever you are in Jumpton or Pattaya, he'll come to you. He'll come to your hotel, your condominium, meet you at immigration, all that great stuff. Sit down with a coffee with you and tell you everything you need to know. And if you contact him through our channel, he gives free consultations. He doesn't charge a penny for his time.
I got my renewal with Singh. Obviously we did our spousal visa with him.
Yes.
And then my renewal came, and I just give him the visa.
Yeah.
Or sorry, the passport.
Yeah. And
I didn't even have to go in. He handles everything, which I like. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Great guy too.
Yep.
Good
Mark
friend.
1, I have 90,000 USA federal pension plus COLA coming in January, so my pension meets it. Yeah, okay. That's good.
So your pension meets the requirements. Yeah,
you're good. 500
yeah,
US a month.
You're good then for the LTR visa.
You live like a king here, that boy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You'll have lots left over, Mark, to buy Bitcoin.
Exactly. Invest in some Bitcoin while you're at it. And that's the end of the call. We just got one comment left. So hey, if you want to put your comments in, now is the time to do so. If not, we'll log off early. No problem.
Robert Pierpoint, Bitcoin can be good for some, but if you're American, you can put 70K in GME stock. GameStop, I think, which gets you 2,900 shares, and you can sell 29 weekly out of the money call. Oh, yeah. I'd be a little leery on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be going down that route.
No.
I'd like to keep where I know it's definitely going to go up.
Yeah.
Whenever you have a limited supply of anything, the price always goes up. Look at Bugatti. They only made 100, and they're $1 million sports car. They announced they're only going to make 100 of them, and the Bugatti Veyron, and people reserved them with the factory, and it actually cost them more to make the car than what they were selling it for.
Oh.
So what happened was these people were buying them and reserved and paid the factory to make them. And then they were selling them on for 2-3 million.
Sure.
Once they got them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
New Wave says, no, they're not going to give me my pension until 62. So I got to keep working.
I got to keep working.
Wow.
Yeah, I understand that. And I say that if you've got enough in savings, retire early. Nobody knows how long they're going to live for. You don't know if you're going to pass away in the next year or two. But if you got enough savings, go for it.
True.
You can live here. I like to say, literally under $12 a day for food.
Yeah.
I got people here that are only spending $5, $6 a day on food.
Yeah, you don't need that much.
No, and it's super
Food's so
cheap
here.
I know people here that are living on a budget of 50,000 baht a month, which is literally $1,200.
Yeah.
And they're living on that comfortably. They're happy. They're enjoying their life. That covers their rent, the electricity, their water, their food, their internet, and just having a blast.
40,000. I know an individual on that, and he does everything he wants.
Exactly.
Yeah. Eats out every meal.
Yeah.
Yep.
And having a good life.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I saw in Australia, Coop. I can see why people are coming here. It's funny. And I'm Canadian, guys, and my granddaughter picked us up at the airport. She's in second year nursing, one more year to go, and gonna graduate as a nurse. And I said, Izzy, are you good? So you think you move back to Canada, for nursing when you're done?
Yeah.
And she looked at me and says, no, Poppy. I wouldn't want to raise a family in that country. And I thought, wow, isn't that something? Like, it's too woke.
Yeah.
The wokeness in Canada is, so interesting. So, and the prices in Canada are just as bad as Australia, apparently. So, US and that.
And Tony Montana, Thailand says, I just updated my profile photo.
Much better looking. Yeah, that's like, that's only 20 years old, that one.
Hey, Brooke, your dad's on the channel.
Tony Montana, he's a good friend. Scott Richmond, good evening, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. Nice to see Brooke in his Aussie tan.
Did you get white? Did you lose your tan?
You know what? I lost my tan over there. It was, it was, I was darker before I left.
Cold, huh?
Yeah. Tony Montana, are you happy now?
Yeah, you look like Brooke's father.
We're always happy, Tony. You know that. Derek C., good morning, boys. Late getting to the show this morning. It's time of the year again. My ticket is bought, and I'll be there for 3 months, arriving in February again.
Wow.
February, March, April. Well,
nice so he'll be here in time for Songkran.
Yeah, Songkran. And,
he'll be able to spend a full 3 months here and enjoy it.
Yeah. Mike, guys, you regret not living in Thailand sooner?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's funny, Mikey. I tell everyone, I said, Jesus, I went to Florida for 20 years every winter. If I had known about Thailand, I would have come here. It's only one trip over, one trip back, for 6 months, right? Instead of Florida. And I would have been saving probably 3/4 of my money I was spending in Florida. And had a healthier, lifestyle, in my opinion. So, yep, definitely. Scott Jean, Brooke, New Zealand is expensive now, I would imagine.
Yeah, New Zealand being neighbors with Australia. Yeah, I'd say so too.
Sarlina, Coop, I think you can call yourself a visa expert now. You have come a long way since your first videos. Your advice and knowledge are spot on. And it's great to have Singh on for more questions.
Yeah, thank you for that, Sarlina. I've learned quite a lot hanging around Mr. Singh, being involved in that aspect and side of things and learning the processes in and out. And the one thing that helped me most, Sarlina, was reading the Thai Royal Gazette.
Good.
Nothing is passed in Thailand until it's in the Royal Gazette. And Sarlina, I'm sure you know that, because they often announce in the Thai media, they want to do this, they want to do that, and they'll come on and say, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to make this happen, and then it doesn't, and everybody gets upset. Well, it's not law until the king signs it. I know it's just a formality, but only when the king signs it does it come into law. So, and then it comes out in the Thai Royal Gazette. The king signed it. The law has now been passed. Yep. So I'm really, really keeping an eye on that newspaper from now on, moving forward with the channel.
Smart idea.
Yeah. And a shout out to Scott Richmond, bought us 3 coffees and says, thanks for all you do. Thank you, Scott Richmond. God bless you, brother. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Scotty. I assume that's one for you, Darlene.
And you.
And moi.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Tony Montana. Okay, son. I'll see you tomorrow. He's talking to you.
Son, that's you. I told him he looks like your father.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mark 1, a dozen eggs in Vegas is averaging $8.99 US. Holy Lipton.
Well, I was talking to Ray the other day, and Ray tells me in Australia, a dozen eggs is like $15 for a dozen.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy over there. And they ran out of eggs because they had this bird flu thing go through.
Oh, really?
Flock. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it was tough to get them. But funny thing, he's talking $8.99 in Vegas. You know, I think it was 4 years ago in Florida, 99 cents.
99 cents for a dozen.
On sale. Yeah, a dozen egg. Like, there's inflation for you.
Yeah.
But, oh, well.
And another thing, Darlene was telling me she's speaking to a good friend of hers, a Filipino friend. She's married to an American guy. They live next to us in Kuwait. And anyways, they're in the States and they went to Costco.
Yeah.
And they bought a dozen toilet rolls.
Yeah.
In Costco, you know, the packs.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was $31 for 12 toilet rolls, Brooke.
Crazy.
And I said, Darlene, no. You're talking about the multi-packs. You know, they got like 25 toilet rolls, you know, 30 toilet rolls in them, whatever. She says, no, I asked her. It was only 12 in Costco, $31 where they live in the States.
Well, crazy.
Wow. Super wow. And what are we paying for a dozen toilet rolls here? $5.
If that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
David Cash, Coop, do you have any new villa videos for rent coming up?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We got some videos for sales, and they're going to blow you away, David, because we found some of the cheapest villas available out here.
Wow.
And we've even found villas here under $100,000 US to buy.
Wow.
Super, super cheap.
That's
and
good.
we filmed them yesterday, and Darlene's going to be editing them this week and get them out on the channel next week. And then Sean is organizing some more rentals, villa rentals, house rentals, Thai style houses, rentals, houses that you can rent cheaper than a 2-bedroom condo here in Jomtien and Pattaya. So we're going to be putting that all on the channel, David. We want to see the lowest to the highest of what you can get out here. So price range for everybody.
Interesting. Interesting.
But don't like to live in a shoebox.
Right. Daryl Savage, can't wait to retire in Thailand and lose all this weight gained from being a contractor in the Middle East.
Yeah, exactly. I know that feeling. Eating at the DFAC in the Army. Yeah, it's greasy food. You're going to pile on the cholesterol and the pounds.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Sarlina, you're absolutely right about the Royal Gazette.
Yeah, then why didn't you tell me earlier, Sarlina? I would have been making my mistakes on the YouTube channel. No, I learned the hard way. Don't go by what the Thai media says. You know, go by what the Thai Royal Gazette says, because once it's in there, that means it's approved and signed by the king in law. So thank you, Sarlina, for confirming that.
Scott Jean, dozen eggs in New Zealand, $9 to $12. What a ripoff.
That is a ripoff.
Yeah.
What are we paying for a dozen eggs here in Thailand? Do you remember what was the last time you bought a dozen eggs?
Well, Jackie buys. I don't know. Just, you know, it's cheap though. I mean,
it's
you know,
cheap as anything.
Yeah.
Cheap as borscht, as you like to
Exactly.
say. Yeah.
It's
super, super cheap.
So they don't seem to be affected by all this. I don't know. Maybe it's because they're locally grown or whatever. But
yeah,
you know,
the eggs are made here.
Yeah, like
chickens
how
all over
come
the
they're
place.
so expensive? You know, you know.
Yeah, lots of chicken farms.
A few hours
out in
flight
Thailand.
and you're up 3 times the price. Who knows? Coop, what's the price range on a 2-bedroom villa in Jomtien?
2-bedroom
Price
villa.
range.
Well, to rent, you're looking rental price for 2-bedroom villa.
Probably what, 25,000 minimum?
You can find a 2-bedroom house, which is sort of upstairs, downstairs in that price range.
Right.
We have filmed it on the channel. A nice 2-bedroom house just down the road here. We filmed that. Pool villa, you're looking 50,000, 60,000 bottom month.
Okay.
So not
I would
cheap.
think a little less than that, but
No.
James was paying 40.
But he's on the dark side.
Okay, yes. He did say Jomtien. Yeah,
Yes.
you're right. You're right.
So if you're inside Jomtien, inside Pattaya, you're going to be paying a premium.
Gotcha.
You go 5 miles out, you can get half that price.
Gotcha.
So that's the big, huge difference.
Yep.
Yeah.
David Cash, Coop, you guys have a fantasy football league.
I'm sure there is one out here. Fantasy football, go to Fraser's, and I'm sure that Gary will be able to tell you all about it. He's the owner of Fraser's. Go to Wongbat and Kiwi Bar. I'm sure they'll be able to tell you all about it as well. But do we actually participate in one? No.
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes, absolutely. Every year.
Okay.
Who's my first pick this year?
Who's your first pick? Yourself. You're conceded.
No. I ain't telling you.
Mark One says, my girlfriend and I are coming sometime next year. I'm waiting on her to retire. There you go. Yep. Not long now then, Mark. It would be great to have you out here with us, brother.
And Throckmorton, there's eggs in Atlanta, pasture raised, $4 to $5 a dozen. Well, there you go.
That's cheap.
That's a good deal.
That is a damn good deal. And
free range.
Yeah, in Atlanta, Georgia.
Chris Wheeler, welcome back, Brooke. Welcome, Chris.
And thank you, Chris.
Wendy, Dennis and Wendy here. Hi, Coop and Brooke. Hope you guys are well. We're loving Thailand. When are you and Darlene going on your cruise? Hoping to see you before then.
We are leaving on September 4th, and we'll be gone for until the 20th. So
16 days.
16 days we'll be gone. We land back in Thailand on the 20th.
Right.
And can't wait.
Now, will there be no live streams then?
You can't do it on a cruise ship. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi, you're looking at 5 megabyte upload.
Right.
We tried calling the kids when we were on the cruise.
Didn't work.
On the last one, we went on our honeymoon. It was just breaking up, the wheels spinning around.
No good.
No way you can do a live stream with that. So, but we are making lots of videos with Sean. I'm doing lots of walk and talks and other things here in Thailand.
Prior to leaving.
So there'll be videos until we get back. You'll have videos every day until we get back. We'll try to get up ahead as far as we can. There may be a day or two gap, depending on how many videos we can get off. Extra on top of what we're already filming for the channel.
Good. Well, they won't miss your puss then too much because you'll be on every day. Mark One, I filled up my SUV here in Vegas. Was $4.28 a gallon.
Ooh.
Now that's expensive. Yeah, that's
wow. I filled up mine today, and it cost me 1,600 baht to fill mine.
$48.
$48 to fill it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be more.
And that was just above reserve when I filled it up today.
Okay, good. So it was good
$48, and that's diesel.
That'll last you quite a ways. So
oh, God, that'll last me 3 weeks.
Yeah. Bingo. By the way, my scooter cost me $3 to fill.
Yeah, well, it's only a tiny little tank.
What can I say? I'm a cheap Charlie.
I probably got more coffee in my cup than you got gas in your tank and your scooter.
And Throckmorton, regular dozen at all these $1.25 or so. Now that's where I was getting the 99 cent eggs.
Yeah.
Anyone still in the USA needs to check out Aldi's. Correct.
I wish they had an Aldi's here.
Yeah.
I've seen it in Germany. I've seen it in Holland. I've seen it in England, but I've never seen it in Asia.
Bought the eggs there, and they had good deals on beef, bought that there, and vegetables. The fruits were good there. Like, it was a sharp pricing on these, Robert Pierpont, eggs in Indiana, $1.99 to $2.49 per dozen. Is still somewhat cheap to live in the Midwest. In the U.S., though, home prices have risen a lot. Yeah. Home prices in Australia were absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't see anything under $1 million.
For a house?
Yeah. Like,
wow.
I was in Gold Coast, Palm Beach area, and these condos we were in, and they weren't on the water. They were like 2 streets back.
Yeah.
Had a view if you're high enough. We were on 6th floor, so we had a view. But, like $2 million. And if you're on the beach, you're like 7, 8, 9 million. Like, it's great. And there they rent by the week. And what you pay in a week, you could get here something similar for 1 to 2 months. So crazy. Wendy, eggs in the U.S. are $7 to $8 a dozen. Depends where you are, I guess.
Depends where you are. Where my brother is in New York, that's a hell of a lot more than that. It's $12 a dozen.
Bingo.
$1 an egg in New York.
Scott Jean, it's shame you can't gamble in Thailand.
No, you can't. But then you're only you can jump on a plane, or you can drive your car across to Laos, Cambodia, and there's casinos there. Yeah. We spent a weekend at a casino over there, didn't we? Spent 2 days in a casino over there. Had a good time. We had a little flutter, didn't we? Yeah,
that was the only good part of the trip.
Yeah, the casino.
Yeah,
that's it.
500 baht a night.
And that's how much it was. $15 a night.
And it was a hell of a nice room.
It was a big room.
And I think they gave us like a
free breakfast,
chips or something, or breakfast with
that.
Yeah,
it was included for $15.
Yeah.
And that wasn't $15 each. That was $15 for the pair, for me and Darlene, and $15 for you and Jackie.
Yeah, like
so it was like $7.50 each.
Oh yeah,
plus
it was
breakfast
crazy
included. Yeah, couldn't beat it. Could not beat it. And
just everything else about the country was.
But it was a nice casino. There was nothing
the casino was good. The room
beautiful,
was great.
Big casino. Yeah,
food was good.
Yeah,
David Cash, first pick, Christian McCaffrey. You are correct, young man. He knows his football.
Yeah.
Wendy, oh, good. We'll see you before you leave.
Yeah, no problem. We're going to have another meet and greet on the third Friday in August. So,
Mike, when you two hold court in the pool, how many people are there? Anywhere from, 5, 6 to a dozen.
Yeah, we've had a dozen.
And if it's really cold weather, or like one day it was raining, so everyone was kind of under the covering. What do they call that thing?
Veranda.
Yeah, we're under the veranda there. We're not in the pool, but now it's fun time. Come on over and join us. And
have a blast.
Yeah, you're welcome. Willie Gilligan, do many expats have successful relationships with Thai women? I know their culture is different from the Philippines, but how much?
Well, the language is the main difference. Filipinos tend to be Christians. Thais tend to be Buddhist.
True.
They're both very modest people. Both, I think, are very loving and supportive of their man. And a lot of our subscribers have met Thai women here and settled down. I'm very, very happy.
Yeah.
I've got subscribers that have been here a year and they're still with the same girl. They're living together now, and they're extremely happy and said, Cooper, this girl cleans my nails for me, cuts my toenails, gives me a massage, she's cooking, cleaning, and she's just grateful that I'm there for her and taking care of her.
Yeah, bingo.
So super, super plus.
There's good and bad and everything. And I mean, I know people that have had the opposite experience.
Yeah, we know that too.
Cooper just mentioned, but I do know a lot of people that have successful relationships with Thai women.
Yeah.
I also know a lot of people that have successful relationships with Filipinas.
Yeah. Like me and you.
Yeah. And then other ones that did not have successful with, Filipinas. So it depends where you are and who you are. And, you got to.
Yeah. But I would say 80% of the Thai women out here are good.
Yeah.
If you happen to find a bad one, don't worry. Dump her and find a good one.
You're not going to find a good one in the bars, guys.
No.
And, the more tattoos they have, the less chance you're going to have a successful relationship.
Well,
that's my own opinion.
We know Thai women with tattoos that are with our subscribers and very happy they've been together for years.
I didn't say it was impossible. I just said the chances are less, okay? Yeah. Let that be a guide. Daryl Finley, does the September cruise mean you'll miss the September Fraser's event?
We don't know yet. We're going to give an announcement closer to the time. All depends on how tired we are when we get back. We've got a lot to do.
Why don't you just put it off have it a week later?
We may just
I think that's the way to do it, is just have it a week later, announce it on the Facebook page, and, might be the way to go.
Yeah.
I think people look forward to those events.
We normally have a very good turnout.
Oh, yeah. So I would say we should still try and have it, just maybe delay it if you're not up to it.
Yeah. We'll definitely announce it on the Facebook group.
Tekken, I was in New York City a few weeks ago. A vendor charged me $9.35 for a bottle of Pepsi.
Wow.
Most expensive Pepsi ever.
And over here, they're like, what, 30 baht for a Pepsi? 25 baht?
Not even. You go to the 7-Eleven, they're like 20 baht.
20 baht. Yeah. So 20 baht is what, about
60 cents?
60 US cents.
Yeah.
There you go for a Pepsi.
But I know what he means. I know I was at the grocery store in Australia and it was $3.50. $3.50 off the shelf for a small bottle.
Yeah.
Crazy. Mark 1, 500,000 gets you a 1,600 square foot home here in Vegas.
Okay. Yeah. Big difference.
Mark 1, I was showing some rental prices at Copacabana. She couldn't believe it.
Yeah. The Copacabana is awesome condo complex.
Dougie bought one in there. He
bought one.
He likes it. Yep. Right on the beach. Tony Montana, I've got a problem. My rooster isn't laying any isn't laying any eggs lately. Oh, he's at it still.
Yeah, well, roosters don't lay eggs, Brooke. They're males.
Well, hello.
So he's got to wake up. Tony Montana, of course, roosters don't lay eggs. You got to have a chicken, a female.
I think Tony said that as a joke. Anyway, would you have any idea about buying real estate in the U.S. through Subto? Never heard of Subto.
No, I haven't either. I know nothing about that.
Yeah. I wouldn't be buying any real estate in the U.S. I'd be buying Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Interest rates. I mean, if you're going to have a mortgage there, you're paying 6-7% on that. You're carrying costs with taxes, insurance, upkeep, maintenance. Hey, you're better off to rent and put your excess into Bitcoin and then watch how you make out. Any stress kit. Hello, Coop Troop.
And hello, Dennis and Wendy. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Scott Jean, bar girls just after your money, sucker.
Yep, that's a good way to lose money fast.
Mikey, Brooke, would you care to share your experience with tattooed women? Well, it's I haven't had any experience with tattooed women.
You've never been with a woman that's had a tattoo?
Nope, wouldn't date them.
No,
it's just my impression. Like, so if I see a girl and she's dressed very scandally, I would not be interested in dating that girl.
No, you want one to dress respectably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then tattoos, to me, I mean, unfortunately, most of the bar girls here have whack of tattoos.
But a lot of Thai women have tattoos, and they're not bar girls too.
Bingo. So there you go. Maybe they were. I don't know, and I don't care. But it's more of a personal opinion with me, and maybe it's from life experiences. I don't know. Well, I mean, when I grew up, there was nobody had tattoos.
Yeah.
Except
well, I've got 2 tattoos, and Darlene made me promise.
2?
Yeah.
Well, I'm out of here.
I got 2 tattoos. See ya. And Darlene made me promise her, when we got married, promise me you're never going to get any more tattoos. She doesn't like them either, and she, so there you go, different perspective from woman to man.
Yeah, it's not. Anyways, no experience there, Mikey. Sorry. Al DeCisi, have you had a chance to visit the new coffee beer place called Nitin? No, where is it?
Don't know that one.
No.
Sorry, Al. Don't know that one, buddy.
Al DeCisi, they have a special all the beer you want for 500 baht.
Well, that's a deal.
Yeah. Well, you pay about 100 baht for a beer.
About 70 in some places during happy hour.
They say so, but say 100, and I only have 2 beers. That's it for me. So that's 200 baht. So not for me. That wouldn't be the place. No. If you really like your beer, it would. Mark 1, I'm renting now, so should be easy transition to Thailand.
Easy to go out and get rid of it and move on when you're renting.
Mark, you're going to be blown away. Like, I know Cooper and I were in the Philippines looking at these condos, and I would call them 5-star condos. $300, $350. What that can't be true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know you didn't believe me.
I didn't believe him. And I'm staying in a 3/4 star, not even 1 star in the Philippines, and I'm paying 300. And I'm thinking, what? Thailand's got these? You get here, I was blown away. I think maybe you were. Like, what value? And I ended up renting that 5-star here for the same money I was paying in the Philippines. So
for
you'll be
half
happy.
A star. Yeah.
Scott Jean, tattoos are ugly. Well, come on. Robert Pierpont, thoughts on living in Thailand versus Vietnam? Well, making the move to Southeast Asia within the next year, thinking of splitting the year between the two.
Good choice. Go ahead. Good choice. Yeah, split it. Just explore new options. Thailand is a very modern place. The food is exceptionally good, exceptionally cheap. Philippines, not too bad.
Talking Vietnam here.
I would say Vietnam is better than the Philippines.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't eat the street food in either country.
No.
But in Thailand, definitely. Yeah.
Well,
But you should try everything.
You probably should. Yeah, you should spend a little bit of time and see. I'm a little different. I found, Thailand works for me.
Yeah.
So, hey, sure, I might travel somewhere, but no, I like Thailand. And comparison, I compared it to Philippines. I compare it to Canada. I compare it to the States. I compare it to Australia. I like Thailand. So, I'm sticking.
Ticks a lot of the boxes.
Yeah. Dennis Starkey, sub 2 in US is short for subject to. People do it bit unless you're an experienced real estate investor. You'd better off not going there.
Okay.
Subject to. So they're making offers subject to stuff. Al DeCisi, border at Na Jam Tien.
For
border at Na Jam. Is he talking about the coffee shop maybe?
Oh, yeah. He's talking about the special 500 baht deal.
Oh, okay.
It's on the border of Na Jam Tien, Jam Tien.
Gotcha.
And last comment goes to
and Throckmorton. DTV is equal to younger folks. Maybe a mention again about the international schools available for the children there.
Quite a few. There's actually about 5 or 6 international schools here for children, and they vary in prices. So elementary will be one price, junior high will be another, high school will be another. A lot of our subscribers out here that have children choose to do the online schooling, as
Right.
it's a lot cheaper and a great way to save money.
Good.
Yeah. And Wendy says, God bless all.
God bless all.
And thank you, Wendy. That's about time for us. We're at 1 hour 42 minutes. Sorry. And how much was Bitcoin? I missed
69,043. Hanging in there.
Yeah.
Still on sale.
And Sunday it normally pumps. Saturday is normally sort of little, but Sunday is when it normally pumps Bitcoin. So go Sunday, go tomorrow for Bitcoin. Thank you, Mr. Brooke Schneider, for coming in and filling in for Darlene. She's got stitches in her mouth today. So thank you for coming in and filling in for her. Next Saturday, we're going to have Sing on here, and it's going to be at our usual time at 8 o'clock. He's our immigration agent. He'll be able to answer all your questions. He's going to be at immigration this week, speaking with the head honchos, getting all the facts, all the prices, all the quotes, and he's going to spill it all off for you and answer all your immigration questions this Saturday. So we had him on the show here about 4 or 5 months ago.
Yep.
We've got a lot new subscribers since then. We've jumped 5,000 plus subscribers since then. So with that, I think it'll be great if he comes back on. And now we have these new immigration rules in place.
Well, that's it. A lot of new immigration rules.
So. The DTV visa, the upcoming news for the retirement visa. He's the perfect person to be asking these questions.
Absolutely.
To. So make sure you tune in for that one. Wednesday, we'll be back on here with Mr. Brooke Schneider for our Wednesday usual live stream. And then we have videos for the rest of the week and some great places coming up. We're showing houses that are a very affordable budget, and then houses that are extremely cheap, that if you don't go with the furniture package, you could literally pick it up for $100,000 US.
Wow.
For a brand new house at a brand new housing estate with 24-hour security, swimming pool, and gym.
Boy.
So Super Plus, make sure you guys watch those videos this week.
But pin some more tacos.
More tacos.
Scott Jean, thanks, Cooper and Brooke. Great guys. Correct. Annie Streskin, good night, everyone.
Good night to you both.
Ford Dog, good chat, gents. God bless.
You too, Ford Dog.
Henry Olin from Tampa, thank you for your wonderful info.
And thank you, Henry Ohan.
Mark One, you guys do a great job.
And thank you, Mark. Until next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all.
Get your Bitcoin.
Get your Bitcoin and stay tuned.